right. It is 8 o'clock.
Hi, guys.
Should we see if anyone out there?
They will be.
Yay! Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Molly.
Awesome. Hey, Miles. We got Jean. Hi, Jean. Did we spend enough time together? All right. Awesome.
Weird.
Thanks for joining, guys. We'll probably give it like 1 or 2 more minutes because I had some comments of people that wanted to join in, and thank you for the feedback. Hi, Sean. This is great. So, 8 o'clock Sunday night, we wanted to put on a tapping on the Sunday Night Scaries because I was trying to think of what's a universal feeling that I hear a lot of people experiencing or I'm experiencing myself. And so I kind of chose this topic and got a good response on it and felt like it resonated with people. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'm Jackie. I think you guys know who I am because you found me. And this is Summer.
Hi.
Who is a tapping practitioner as well. We just spent the whole weekend together out in New Jersey at SEA, which was Spring Energy event. Mm-hmm. And we are working on a lot of projects together, so I'm really excited. And this is an awesome opportunity that she's here with me tonight. It won't always be the case every week. Hopefully I'm going to do these on an ongoing thing. Mm-hmm. Next week I'll be in Disney, so maybe Mickey will come and join us.
Come tap with us.
You want to say anything
else?
I
won't be there, but I'll be there in spirit. I'm happy to be here and tap with you guys, show you how it works.
So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to be the practitioner and Summer's going to be the client, which is what you guys are all the clients. And so I kind of equate this to an old school exercise video. So I'll be the one like doing the talking and then you'll be following like the actions of Summer.
I'll be the easy to follow. Just follow me.
Tapping is very easy in general. So for those of you that haven't tapped before, I just want to take a few minutes to go through how it works and what the tapping points are. So the first tapping point that we're going to use is the side of our hand, and we're just going to tap there gently with the fingertips from our other hand. And I'm going to walk you through some setup statements when we're in this position. So we'll be here for a few minutes, or it'll feel longer. And then we're going to move from there to the top of our head, the crown of our head. We're just using gentle tapping. I always make the joke that if it was any harder, I'd have bruises all over my face because I'm doing this all week long. And the next point is where the eyebrow meets the nose. And then the outside of the eye, under the eye, under the nose.
I am Jay.
And then under the mouth and sort of that crux of your chin. And then down here by your collarbone. So you kind of want to stay close to your collarbone, gentle. And then under the side of your body. So you're under your armpit. You're about 4 inches down on your rib cage. If you're a woman and you're wearing a bra, kind of where the bottom of your bra is hitting. Or if you're a man and wearing a bra. And then you want to stay in the same level and come to the front, and it should fall, the points kind of right under your nipple. And basically. Then I incorporate the heart chakra, which is in the center of the chest.
Good one for anxiety.
Hi Maria, hi Victoria, hi Kimberly. So just again, it's top of the head.
We're going over the points.
Where the eyebrow meets the nose.
The meridian points that give us access to the energy, the body's energy system.
The outside of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, collarbone, under the body, front of the body, on the rib cage, and the heart chakra. All right.
Oh.
So I just want everyone to take a few minutes and check in with what is coming up for you right now. What are you feeling? what's the emotions that are kind of arising, the thoughts. It's Sunday night at 8 o'clock. It's the end of the weekend. Tomorrow's another day at work. I'm going to ask my client, just like I asked you guys, Summer, what's going on for you?
Yeah, so thinking about the week, because that's what we're focusing on, like what comes up on Sunday when you're anticipating Monday. I get a lot of anxiety. I feel pressure. I feel kind of behind, like that feeling of that I just didn't get enough done. If I like took 2 seconds off of whatever I'm working on, whatever project, I just kind of feel that guilt that I didn't get enough done, and then also overwhelmed to think that I have to go back to it all. So I guess the main word, like if you were going to pick one word, which is the best way to do it, one feeling that you're feeling, I would say overwhelmed.
If anyone wants to type in their word to let us know.
Yeah, type in your word. Share your one word. That would be helpful to show other people. And then you can also, like the intensity that I would be feeling.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you feeling it anywhere in your body, and what's the intensity?
Like when I think about it tomorrow, I feel like my heart's racing. And then the intensity I would say is about a 5, which isn't too high. Sometimes
scale
it's
of 1 to 10.
Yeah, if it was a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 5.
Trepidatious we got. Victoria with the awesome vocabulary all the time. All right, so why don't we start tapping? I also asked you guys for some feedback ahead of time, so I got a couple different feelings, emotions, concerns that came up. So I'm going to take them in 3 parts. And so we'll do a round or a couple rounds of tapping on each one. And so this is where you guys get to join in. All you do is follow and repeat out loud what I'm saying and tap the same points that we're tapping. So you'll see we're both going to be tapping at the same time. I'm going to say the phrases and words first, and then Summer's going to repeat me, and you're going to repeat with Summer.
And make sure you say it out loud, because that makes the impact with the body.
Anxiety in my chest, we got. Okay.
Yes. I'm with you, girl.
All right, so.
Okay.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
And I'm feeling overwhelmed.
And I'm feeling overwhelmed.
I've got so much guilt.
I've got so much guilt.
Just didn't get all that stuff I wanted to get done.
Didn't get all that stuff I wanted to get done.
This is where I am right now.
This is where I am right now.
I choose to accept my feelings.
I choose to accept my feelings.
And treat myself with kindness and compassion.
And treat myself with kindness and compassion.
Even though I've got this overwhelming feeling of guilt.
Even though I've got this overwhelming feeling of guilt.
And it's coming up through my heart.
And it's coming up through my heart.
And you guys can think about where it's coming up in your body while I'm naming the place for Summer. I accept this is the way I feel right now.
I accept that this is the way I feel right now.
And I honor those feelings.
And I honor those feelings.
Even though the weekend is almost over.
Even though the weekend's almost over.
And I didn't get all I wanted to get done.
And I didn't get all that I wanted to get done.
Accomplished.
And
I'm feeling the sense of guilt.
I'm feeling the sense of guilt.
I accept my feelings.
I accept my feelings.
And I'm open to releasing this sense of guilt.
And I'm open to releasing this sense of guilt.
So now we're going to move to the tapping points. All this guilt.
All this guilt.
I just didn't get it all done.
I just didn't get it all done.
I wish I could have done more.
I wish I could have done more.
I had such little time.
I had such little time.
And a big list of things to do.
And a big list of things to do.
And now I have none of my own time anymore.
And now I have none of my own time anymore.
I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
I gotta put this project down.
I gotta put this project down.
And I didn't get all I wanted to get done.
And I didn't get all I wanted to get done.
And I'm feeling a lot of guilt around that.
And I'm feeling a lot of guilt around that.
My heart is racing.
My heart is racing.
My heart's racing just thinking about it.
My heart's racing just thinking about it.
All this guilt.
All of this guilt.
I'm overwhelmed with guilt.
I'm overwhelmed with guilt.
I feel all this guilt.
I feel all this guilt.
My heart is racing.
My heart is racing.
I wish I could have got it all done.
I wish I could have got it all done.
I feel so guilty.
I feel so guilty.
This limited time.
Limited time.
I didn't use it right.
I didn't use it right.
I was careless with this time.
I was careless with this time.
Or maybe I wasn't.
Or maybe I wasn't.
I worked really hard.
I worked really hard.
And I still didn't get it all done.
And I still didn't get it all done.
I wonder if I could be okay with that.
I wonder if I could be okay with that.
I wonder if I don't need to be so hard on myself.
I wonder if I don't need to be so hard on myself.
Maybe I don't need to feel that guilty.
Maybe I don't need to feel that guilty.
I wonder if I can have more compassion for myself.
I wonder if I could have more compassion for myself.
And recognize that I did the best that I could.
And recognize that I did the best that I could.
With the time I had.
With the time that I had.
And that I don't need to beat myself up.
And I don't need to beat myself up.
I don't need to feel this guilt.
I don't need to feel this guilt.
All this guilt.
All of this guilt.
Time's running out.
Time's running out.
I didn't get it done.
I didn't get it done.
I'm feeling guilty.
I'm feeling guilty.
It's racing in my heart.
Racing in my heart.
Wish I could have got more done.
Wish I could have got more done.
This is where I am right now.
This is where I am right now.
And I can choose
And I can choose
to believe that it is enough.
That it is enough.
And that I'm enough.
That I'm enough.
Let's just take a deep breath there. How are you feeling?
Later.
How's the guilt feeling?
Well, my heart's not racing whatsoever. Guilt is a lot less. I'm just feeling very neutral.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful for some of you. I'm going to, because of the limited time, 12 minutes has already gone by, I just wanted to move on to some of the other feedback that I got from other people ahead of time. And a lot of it was centered around the work ahead. So I think we just addressed some of the feelings that we have when the weekend's coming to an end, but I think a lot of the anxiety is coming from the anticipation of going back to work, that routine, that not being free to do what you want with your time and having it be your own time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the anxieties about the week ahead.
Yes.
Sounds good?
So yes. Yep.
Yes, I got a yes from Nicole. Awesome. I'm getting some good feedback too. All right.
Awesome.
So
yeah, I think anxiety is a big one. Like, guilt's always there, but like anxiety for the future is always there for everyone.
All right. So even though it's Sunday night again.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
And I'm feeling this feeling.
And I'm feeling this feeling.
This all too familiar feeling.
This all too familiar feeling.
Of anxiety.
Of anxiety.
And stress.
And stress.
And nervous anticipation.
And nervous anticipation.
Because tomorrow we gotta go back to work.
Because tomorrow we gotta go back to work.
I accept that this is where I am right now.
I accept that this is where I am right now.
And I choose to treat myself.
And I choose to treat myself.
With kindness and compassion.
With kindness and compassion.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
And I can feel the anxiety rising.
And I can feel the anxiety rising.
And where do you feel it for you?
It would be in my chest. Anxiety is always in my chest.
Think about where you guys are feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm reading some feedback.
Anxiety in my chest.
Catch on. Guilty. Okay. And I have this anxiety in my chest.
And I have this anxiety in my chest.
I choose to honor my feelings.
I choose to honor my feelings.
And choose to be brave enough to face them.
And choose to be brave enough to face them.
With kindness and compassion.
With kindness and compassion.
Even though I've got all this anxiety.
Even though I've got all this anxiety.
This anticipation.
This anticipation.
And I wonder where it's coming from.
And I wonder where it's coming from.
But it's here.
But it's here.
And it's present.
And it's present.
And I accept it.
And I accept it.
I accept where I am right now.
I accept where I am right now.
And I choose to observe these feelings.
And I choose to observe these feelings.
With kindness and compassion.
With kindness and compassion.
Towards myself.
Towards myself.
So all this anxiety.
All this anxiety.
All this anxiety I'm having.
All this anxiety I'm having.
All these doubts.
All these doubts.
These doubts I'm having about my ability to handle this week.
These doubts I'm having about my ability to handle this week.
I feel overwhelmed.
I feel overwhelmed.
I can't believe I have to go back there already.
I can't believe I have to go back there already.
Back to work.
Back to work.
That's not where I want to go.
It's not where I want to go.
I feel, and this was feedback I got from someone, I feel trapped.
I feel trapped.
I feel like I gotta get up again tomorrow.
I feel like I gotta get up again tomorrow.
And show up.
And show up.
When I really don't want to.
When I really don't want to.
I'm afraid I can't do my job really well.
I'm afraid I can't do my job really well.
And they're all gonna find out.
And they're all gonna find out.
I carry that stress with me.
I carry that stress with me.
They're all judging me.
They're all judging me.
And I've got to do a really good job.
And I've got to do a really good job.
I need this job.
I need this job.
I've got to show up.
I've got to show up.
I've got to give it my all.
I've got to give it my all.
But it doesn't feel natural.
But it doesn't feel natural.
I don't want to give up this time that I had to myself this weekend.
I don't want to give up this time that I had to myself this weekend.
And it's weighing on me.
And it's weighing on me.
All this weight.
All this weight.
This heaviness I'm carrying in my body.
This heaviness I'm carrying in my body.
This tension that I carry in my body.
This tension that I carry in my body.
This constriction in my chest.
This constriction in my chest.
All this weight.
All of this weight.
This weight in my body.
This weight in my body.
This anxiety that's showing up in my body.
This anxiety that's showing up in my body.
Because I've got to go to work tomorrow.
I've got to go to work tomorrow.
It's another Monday.
It's another Monday.
Got all these things I need to do.
Got all these things I need to do.
I'm so overwhelmed.
I'm so overwhelmed.
How am I going to manage it all?
How am I going to manage it all?
I've got to perform.
I've got to perform.
Will I even wake up on time?
Will I even wake up on time?
Even more importantly, will I get to sleep tonight?
Will I even get to sleep tonight? It's a big one.
I really hope I'm not staring at the ceiling again tonight.
Really hope I'm not staring at the ceiling again tonight.
It's so hard to fall asleep on Sunday nights.
So hard to fall asleep on Sunday nights.
When I'm weighed down with anxiety.
When I'm weighed down with anxiety.
And all this doubts.
And all these doubts.
And all the stress.
And all this stress.
I wonder if I could choose to let some of it go.
I wonder if I could choose to let some of it go.
I wonder if I could be a little bit easier on myself.
I wonder if I could be a little bit easier on myself.
I wonder if I could reassure myself that I've done this many times before.
I wonder if I could reassure myself that I've done this many times before.
And it's always turned out okay.
And it's always turned out okay.
The evidence has shown me that I've been okay.
The evidence has shown me that I've been okay.
So maybe I can choose to let some of this go.
Maybe I can choose to let some of this go.
Maybe I can find some lightness.
Maybe I can find some lightness.
And that I don't need to carry this around with me.
I don't need to carry this around with me.
Summer, if we put your anxiety, do you want to put it in a container?
Yeah, even though it's barely there at all.
Okay. So what's left of it? If you guys have any anxiety, hopefully it's coming down. Check in with yourselves. Because of the limited time, I want to respect everybody's time. And I'll take feedback if you guys want these sessions to be longer. But I did say 15 minutes, so if people did plan for 15 minutes, I just want to give them the experience. So hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit of relief. You can check in with that word from the beginning. But if the word is anxiety, like we've been tapping on, keep tapping your points, we can choose to put it in a container and just park it there. We don't have to carry it around with ourselves. So, Summer, do you want to put what's left of this anxiety in a container?
Yeah, you got it.
And you guys can pick the container of your choice. Do you have a container in mind? A box?
Yeah, I'll put it in a box.
And what do you want to do with the box?
What do I want to do with it?
You want to bury it? You want to just put it in the corner for now?
Yeah, I'll just stick it right on the shelf so I have easy access to it.
All right. So you guys can decide what you want to do with your container, but if you have anything left of the anxiety, you can put it in a container. It could be a jar, it could be a box, it could be a spaceship. You can rocket it out to space, you can put it in the basement. But the point is, you don't need to carry it around with you anymore.
It's just, yeah, separating yourself.
I have one question, sorry, I'm just reading it now. You don't need to use a particular hand. It doesn't need to be your dominant hand or your non-dominant hand. And you also can pick either side of the face or the body. That doesn't matter. And you can cross over the body or do the same side of your body. That doesn't really matter. So let me check in with Summer. The word guilt, how's that rising for you now?
That's a 0 for me.
Okay, so you've chopped it down to 0. How's everyone else's anxiety out there? Should we do a couple more rounds if you guys could let me know?
Where are you at with intensity? Or we could put it away.
Anyone out there? How's everyone doing? If you guys could just let me know. Do you want to do some more? Victoria's at a 0. Awesome. So great. Thank you for that feedback. I'm so happy for you more than anyone.
I need a big box.
I need a big box. Okay.
Sometimes our boxes are big and heavy, and that's okay. We're going to take that weight off, and it's just so freeing to feel that you don't need to carry it around.
All right, Kimberly's at a 0. Natalie's down to a 1. Nicole wants another round. Okay, we'll do another round. So, for anyone who felt like Victoria, you're welcome. For anyone who felt like they got enough relief, and if you got to get going, that's cool, and Nicole will do another round. All right. And Nicole, I'm going to make this a little more specific too, because I know you gave me some feedback. Even though it's Sunday night again.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
And I've got this job I hate.
And I've got this job I hate.
And I feel trapped.
And I feel trapped.
Because I've got to show up.
Because I've got to show up.
And I really don't want to.
And I really don't want to.
I accept where I am right now.
I accept where I am at right now.
And I choose to treat myself with kindness and compassion.
And I choose to treat myself with kindness and compassion.
Even though it's Sunday night.
Even though it's Sunday night.
And it's just starting to think about going back to that place I hate.
And I'm just starting to think about going back to that place I hate.
Oh, it's so overwhelming.
It's so overwhelming.
That's just the way that it is for me right now.
That's just the way that it is for me right now.
And I choose to accept it.
And I choose to accept it.
And look at it.
And look at it.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
Even though it's Sunday night again.
And I've got to show up to that job that I hate.
And I've got to show up to that job that I hate.
I'm so trapped.
I'm so trapped.
Because I need the money.
Because I need the money.
I need this job.
I need this job.
And it's the last place I want to go.
And it's the last place that I want to go.
I accept that this is the situation I'm in.
I accept that this is the situation that I'm in.
And all of my feelings.
And all of my feelings.
And emotions that it brings up.
And emotions that it brings up.
And I choose to treat myself.
And I choose to treat myself.
With kindness and compassion.
With kindness and compassion.
Even though I've got this job I hate.
Even though I've got this job I hate.
I've got this job that I hate.
I've got this job that I hate.
I really don't want to go there tomorrow.
I really don't want to go there tomorrow.
Or any other day this week.
Or any other day this week.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad.
I just fill with tension.
Just fill with tension.
I'm full of tension when I'm there.
I'm full of tension when I'm there.
And even just thinking about it now.
Even just thinking about it now.
This job,
It's
it's so awful.
so awful.
But I need it.
But I need it.
And I feel so trapped.
And I feel so trapped.
I have no choice.
I have no choice.
I think I have no choice.
I think I have no choice.
Because I have to show up.
Because I have to show up.
And then I don't feel like me.
And then I don't feel like me.
Because I have to pretend to be someone else.
Because I have to pretend to be someone else.
Someone who likes their job.
Someone who likes their job.
And I don't like this job.
And I don't like this job.
This job is so bad.
This job is so bad.
All I want to do is get out of there.
All I want to do is get out of there.
And I'm just gearing up to go back in.
And I'm just gearing up to go back in.
For a whole week.
For a whole week.
I don't know if I'll make it.
I don't know if I'll make it.
I just feel trapped.
Trapped.
It's like I'm forcing myself.
It's like I'm forcing myself.
I don't feel like myself.
I don't feel like myself.
I gotta go through the motions.
I gotta go through the motions.
I just don't like it.
I just don't like it.
It's so hard to show up.
It's so hard to show up.
As my authentic self.
As my authentic self.
Because I'm just going through the motions.
Because I'm just going through the motions.
God, I wish I could be passionate about it.
God, I wish I could be passionate about it.
But I don't feel anything but dread.
But I don't feel anything but dread.
I really don't want to work at this job anymore.
I really don't want to work at this job anymore.
It's so draining.
It's so draining.
It's starting even on Sunday nights.
It's starting even on Sunday nights.
I'm so drained.
So drained.
And I'm overworked.
Overworked.
I just feel like they own me.
I just feel like they own me.
That I've got to show up.
And I've got to show up.
I've got to perform.
Got to perform.
I've got to do everything they want.
I've got to do everything they want.
I don't have any choice.
I don't have any choice.
I really need that paycheck.
I really need that paycheck.
I've got plans for that money.
Got plans for that money.
And I don't have any other options.
I don't have any other options.
I've got to show up to work.
I've got to show up to work.
And it feels like the last thing I want to do.
It feels like the last thing I want to do.
So much dread.
So much dread.
So much heaviness.
So much heaviness.
So much trepidation. Thank you, Victoria.
So much trepidation.
I just don't want to go in.
I just don't want to go in.
I don't even want to wake up to the alarm tomorrow.
I don't even want to wake up to the alarm tomorrow.
So as soon as it gets off.
As soon as it gets
goes
off.
As soon as it goes off, I'm filled with heaviness and dread.
I'm filled with heaviness and dread.
Just don't want to go there.
I just don't want to go there.
Just don't want to show up.
Just don't want to show up.
But I have to.
But I have to.
But I wonder if I don't have to carry around so much. What's the word I'm looking for? So much heaviness.
I'm wondering if I don't need to carry around this heaviness.
I wonder if I could be a little bit kinder to myself.
I wonder if I could be a little bit kinder to myself.
I wonder if I could be compassionate towards myself.
I wonder if I could be compassionate towards myself.
I wonder if I can honor myself for showing up anyway.
I wonder if I could honor myself for showing up anyway.
Because that's a pretty strong person.
Because that's a pretty strong person.
Who can show up to something they dislike so much.
Who can show up to something that they dislike so much.
Because they know it's financially good for them.
Because they know it's financially good for them.
And it's a responsible choice.
And it's a responsible choice.
Can I honor being responsible?
Can I honor being responsible?
And not carrying around so much of this weight?
And not carrying around so much of this weight?
And know that I have the power to change this situation.
And know that I have the power to change the situation.
And I will when it's right for me.
And I will when it's right for me.
But in the meantime, I can show up a little lighter.
But in the meantime, I can show up a little lighter.
And know that what I have to contribute is valuable.
And know that what I have to contribute is valuable.
And that I can do this work for my own satisfaction.
And I can do this work for my own satisfaction.
I had another point.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, they're following you, so that's why I was like, and I can check in with my feelings throughout the week.
And I can check in with my feelings throughout the week.
And when I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I can choose to honor that feeling.
I can choose to honor that feeling.
And tap on it. And give myself a break. That I know I deserve. So I choose to release this tension. And all these thoughts about being trapped.
And
all those emotions. All this heaviness. I can choose to release it. I can feel a little lighter. I don't have to make it worse than it is. I'm going to get up easily tomorrow morning. And I'm going to show up to work. And know that I'm going to be okay. Deep breath, everyone. All right. That's the end of the show. If you guys want to check in with yourselves, you have that word that from the beginning of the tapping, and yours was guilt. We did a round on guilt, and we did some other stuff. So, how's that coming up for you?
Yeah, we checked up on that, and I'm feeling lighter. I felt a huge shift. I feel a lot less heaviness, a lot less dread. I got more out of that than I anticipated because I was at a 5, so I wasn't feeling too activated on the situation, and I feel a lot more lighter than I thought I could have.
All right, so you guys can. Good. I'm glad you guys are feeling relaxed. You guys can check in with that word either later tonight or tomorrow. But I hope you all get a very restful, relaxing evening, and that you can fall asleep with ease, and that you can go about your week with ease. And if you want to do any more tapping, I offer anyone 15 minutes on me if it's your first time. And because Summer has to go back to Cape Cod and I will be at Disney next week, but I will definitely be back on Sunday night at 8 o'clock tapping. So I hope you guys join again next week and have a wonderful week.
Yes, have a good week. I hope your Monday goes a lot smoother than you thought it would. And I'm sure it will because the tapping works.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
You're welcome.
Welcome. I don't even know how to shut this off.